Everybody, and welcome back to the channel and to Tyre Shredders Motorsport, or Tyre Shredders Racing. I always call it Motorsport. Why do I call it Motorsport? I don't know. Tyre Shredders Racing, supported by Southern Grace and by Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I always call it Motorsport. You need to change your name. Anyway, we are in Italy for round 3 of the Porsche Carrera Cup. And we are at Lego Maggiore, and we are on the West circuit. As I mentioned earlier, this is race 2. Fantastic racing in race 1, which saw Giacola take the win just... it was Giacola who took the win against Racing Sim with Ghost Pepper third. That's right, I've got that many notes in front of me. I don't know where I'm coming or going. Looks like we've got a bit of a reverse grid for race 2, so let's have a look down there, shall we, and get this race underway before I cock anything else up. So let's have a look, shall we. Vane then finds himself in pole position with Chris just sitting behind him. In third is one of our new drivers, that's Rossau. Fourth is Footy, fifth is Cy, Carlsberg is 6th, Gaz is 7th, Ghost Pepper is 8th. 9th on the grid is Racing Sim, and 10th is Giacola. So we've lost one, and it looks like it's Biscuit that's gone. He was Biscuit who's gone, so that's unfortunate. So we are one down for this race, but I'm sure it won't spoil anything. So let's get this race underway, shall we? So Vane and Chris, Gaz with a fantastic start off the line then. There, Gaz made a few places up straight away. Oh, and we've had a spinner. We've got a spinner already. Let's just go back now. I think it was Vane into turn 1. It was a bit hesitant, wasn't he? Oh, dear me. It all got a bit touchy-feely, and I think he may have had some assistance in going off there, but we'll let the stewards have a look at that one and see what happens. Well, actually, I think it was Rossau that might have caught him, and well done to Rossau. He's taken full responsibility of that and pulled over and waited, so well done to him. That's what we do like to see. A bit of etiquette on the track. Rossau taking responsibility. I'm not really sure. In fact, I'm going to go back and have another look. I'm not really sure that Rossau could have done much about it. Where is he? So Vane. Oh, I think Rossau got a bit. Yeah, it all got very. I think Rossau got a bit of a knock as well. Yeah, he did. I think Ghost Pepper, Gaz, Footy, I think everybody hit everybody else. Not much that Rossau could do about that, unfortunately. Vane ended up spinning, but Rossau took responsibility and waited. Well, we'll let the stewards have a look at that one, and they can sort that one out. In the meantime, Chris has took full advantage and has shot off into the lead, with Footy chasing him. Gaz is now up into third, so a great start for Gaz. Carlsberg in 4th, Ghost Pepper in 5th as they head in towards turn 7. Side by side there is Racing Sim and Cy in 8th, with Vane down in 9th and Rossau in 10th. Not the start those guys wanted. They got caught up in it, unfortunately, and have ended up at the back. But yeah, they'll keep going. I hope they keep going anyway. In the meantime, though, Chris trying to desperately get away from Footy. And Footy got a bit of defending to do against Wobbly Gaz. Gaz coming in third, and well, he's left and right and left and right. Poor old Footy doesn't know which way he's looking as Gaz gets himself on the inside into turn 1. Footy trying to fight back. Now this is where the problem with the lag comes in, because when it gets very close and tight in those situations, you can have a bit of door bashing situation, and oof, dear me, Gaz really watch that. Carlsberg then in fourth with Racing Sim, Jacala, and Sai chasing down. Jacala trying to put the pressure onto Racing Sim, but Racing Sim used to all of this, he'll just absorb it. Jacala trying to get into the slipstream as they head down towards turn 7, then for the second time of asking. Sai, well, he's just going to sit there, isn't he, just behind them, hoping that a mistake's going to happen. Carlsberg with half a second. In fact, let's jump on board with Jacala. So, yeah, Carlsberg carrying a half a second penalty. I think he's got to carry it all the way around again, actually. So he needs to get his foot down and get at least a second to a second and a half away from these two. But that's a bit of a big ask, really, from Carlsberg when you've got two of the quickest guys on track chasing you down. As Jacala really takes a chunk out of that inside corner, and that's probably why he's so quick. Racing Sim has already made the move on Carlsberg and moved up into fourth. Jacala having a look up the inside now. It's all getting very touchy-feely as they go into turn 1. Jacala trying to stay out of trouble, taking the wider line there, and wise thing to do, actually. He is just trying to stay out of the way. He knows Carlsberg's got that penalty to serve. Quick look behind him. Wow, look at that. Sai having a right good sniff around the rear end of Jacala's car. He's going to get those headlights slightly burnt when the flames lick out of the exhaust. But now you can see Jacala going by quite easily, actually, and Sai follows him as well. Sai having a bit of a look up the inside into turn 7. But Carlsberg served that penalty and has lost 2 spots because of it. So Jacala goes through to 5th, Sai moves up into 6th, and Paul Carlsberg served that penalty, as I mentioned, and has now gone into 7th, but he is fighting back, and he's back with his old nemesis Sai again, and these two are going to have another bit of a scrap around the next few turns. Carlsberg will be looking to get back up into at least 5th position again. Ghost Pepper in 8th, not having the best of races this time out. So this is going to be an unusual one for Ghost Pepper. He's used to being up there, isn't he? In amongst the leaders. Just have a quick look. He has only been on the podium twice, though, in the last so many races. So Ghost Pepper is not having a great time out there in 8th, with Vane in 9th and Rossau in 10th. Remember, those two had a bit of, well, they got caught up in it. It didn't have a coming together. They just got caught up on it all at turn 1, lap 1. And they've ended up now down at the back, but they're having their own private little race there, and it just shows you do not need to be at the pointy end to have a good race. You can have a fantastic race down in 9th and 10th, and that is exactly what's happening with Vane and Rossau, and they'll be enjoying that. It's always great when you have a bit of a close battle with somebody. Like I say, it doesn't matter where you are on the track, as long as you're enjoying the racing. But back up to our current race leader, Chris. Now he seems to have got to grips with the controller again. Remember, he's a bit of a problem, a technical problem, should I say, and he's had to get back onto the controller on a flat screen TV, but seems to be doing a good job so far. Gaz still wobbling his way around the track. It looks like some sort of, he's on ice or something, doesn't he? Currently holding 2nd though. Footy is in 3rd. I love the livery on that car of Footy's. Let's get a closer look, shall we? I do like the livery on Footy's car, and if you did that yourself, then well done to you. Let me know. But yeah, great livery there on Footy's car. Racing Sim then in 4th, chasing Footy down. He'll want to get himself back onto the podium again, becoming quite a regular thing. He's definitely got a taste for champagne, hasn't he, Racing Sim? 2nd in race 1. He's come 2nd in race 2 of round 2. He's come 2nd in race 1 of round 2 as well. second in race 2 of round 1. So he's used to coming in second in his racing sim. It's about time he converted that to an actual win. He'll be just as frustrated as anybody else by that, so he'll be wanting to try and get by Footy as quick as he can, and he does. He makes a great move up the inside at the final turn, so turn 13, Racing Sim moves up into P3, great manoeuvre there. Jacala's going to follow him through as well. Jacala's got himself on the inside of Footy going into turn 1, so Jacala does go through as Footy is fighting back, so side by side for Jacala and Footy. But Jacala just manages to get that move done and make it stick, so he moves up into 4th. Footy goes 5th. He fancies a bit of this as well as they go through the chicane, then onto the straight 800 metre sprint now down towards turn 7. Trying to get into the slipstream of Footy so he can have a go as well, but Footy losing a couple of places there. That'll fire him up. He'll be annoyed at that. He doesn't want to let anybody else go through, does he? Carlsberg, he's now catching up to this little bunch as well. Currently sitting in 7th is Carlsberg, but he'll want to improve on that. Remember, he had to serve a penalty earlier, which cost him. Then we've got Ghost Pepper down in 8th. Well, I'm not really sure what's happened to Ghost Pepper. Well, he's picked up a lot of damage, hasn't he? That must be a big old off. He's got damage at the front, damage at the back. He's going to have to come into the pits to get that repaired. So not having a fantastic race 2 is Ghost Pepper. Let's just see if he comes into the pits to get them repairs done. No, he's not. He's decided to stay out, but he's going to be struggling because the aeros are not going to be working to their full potential with that kind of damage. He's got damage to the front left wheel as well, so he's going to be fighting that car as Ghost Pepper. That will give Vane, or I was going to say, it'll give Vane a bit of encouragement, and Rossell following him, but Vane decides to go off onto the grass, and Rossell has picked up a 1 second penalty, so the battle with those two will have to carry on as soon as Rossell serves his penalty. That'll give Vane just a little bit of breathing space. So not a great debut for Rossell, but we do hope he comes back next week. Back up to the top though, Chris, he's maintaining the gap between himself and Gaz. We're just coming up to the 10-minute mark, so still plenty of racing left. But so far Chris is doing a fantastic job of holding on to that lead. Gaz currently in second, has got the fastest lap, a 1:24.0. He got that on lap 5. Last lap was at 1:25.1, so a good second off of that fast lap pace. Racing Sim then still sitting in 3rd. Let's have a look. He's doing steady 1:24s. So he's not that far away, is he, off of the fastest lap? So and he's gone purple as well. He's got a purple sector. So Racing Sim looking to get the fastest lap. And I think there is a 23 in there, 1:23 in there somewhere. It's just a case of who's going to get it. Jacala in 4th now. He's picked up some damage as well. He's got damage at the front, but I've got a feeling he may well stay out. Actually, I think it's Jacala's just hungry to get back onto the podium again. So I don't think he's going to get a little thing like front damage bother him. We'll just follow him around this final turn at 13 just to see if he pulls into the pits. No, he's not. I didn't think he would. Oh, it's Gaz. Gaz looks like he slammed into the barrier. Let's see what happened around turn 13. Oh, he's onto the grass, and bang, yeah. Well, you know what, I'm guessing that the lag played quite a part in that. he's now got damage at the front as well, and down to 7th position. Ghost Pepper too far away to take advantage as well, so Gaz down in 7th from 2nd, so 5 places after that big off and a slam into the barrier. But as I say, I'm not sure how much lag played in that. He's really struggling with that car now, which is so unlucky. But let's go back up to our current race leader now. It's all changing at the top now. Chris still out in front with Racing Sim in 2nd. Dekayla has now moved up into 3rd. So we were saying about him trying to get up onto the podium, and well, it's all just fell into his lap, hasn't it? With that big off from Gaz, and this isn't going to hurt Dekayla's campaign, is it, to get himself back up onto the top of the leaderboard? He's got Racing Sim just up ahead of him as Chris has come into the pits. Now then, is it a mandatory pit stop, or does Chris just feel he's losing a bit of grip from those tyres? But he's into the pits, and he is sliding down the order. Racing Sim has now taken over the lead of this race. He's got enough fuel to make it to the end of the race, and the tyres are looking okay. So I don't know why Chris has pitted. Maybe there was a problem. Maybe he felt he needed to. Gaz is in. Gaz has come in as well. He's finally going to get that damage sorted out. Fresh set of boots for him. But where's Chris? There's Chris. So yeah, fresh set of tyres on for Chris as well, but he's back out onto the track in 6th. He's got clean air in front of him, so he should be able to start getting some decent laps in again. Steady 124s. You can't get any steadier than that, look. Oh no, tell a lie, lap 7 was a 25, but everything else was a 24, which is good going. But as I say, clean air in front of him, so he can get his foot down and concentrate on trying to catch back up. Just hoping that the guys ahead of him make some stops as well. Racing Sim coming around turn 13, taking a good chunk out of that inside curb. I said in race 1 you can take liberties on this track, but you don't want to take too many. Does look like Racing Sim got away with it though. As Sai comes into the pits as well. Dekayla now moves up into 2nd. But maybe Dekayla fancies himself for another win. So race 1 winner started at the back, and he's now in P2, staring at the back of Racing Sim, and maybe even fancies his chances. He has got damage at the front, but it doesn't really seem to have affected him much. So he might fancy his chances of an actual win here. Footy is now in 3rd, with Carlsberg chasing him down. Let's see if we can find somebody to go on board with. We haven't done any on board, have we, this time around? No, everybody's so spread out. Well, it's Carlsberg. We'll jump on board with Carlsberg as we try and catch up to the back of Footy. Quick look behind us, and well, yeah, there's nobody there, is there? Chris is the closest to him now in 4th. Chris having made a pit stop as Carlsberg comes around turn 13. Footy goes into the pit, so maybe there is a mandatory pit stop then. So Footy is in. Carlsberg carries on through and takes up P3, and he's under no pressure at all. There is nobody near him, and there is quite a gap to Dekayla up ahead in 2nd, and with Racing Sim just up ahead from him as well. So Carlsberg looking good though to get himself up onto the podium, unless obviously he does have to make a stop. Chris now up into 4th. Chris has already made a stop. So he's just, as I say, he's going to be hoping that the guys up ahead stop as well. Led for most of the race did Chris. After the chaos at turn 1. That allowed Chris to get himself ahead, and he just pulled away and didn't really look back, did he? Made a pit stop though, and now finds himself in 4th with quite a bit of work to do actually. We are 17 minutes into this 25-minute race, so about, well, just under 8 minutes to go. So there is time for Chris to get himself up onto the podium. We can just see Carlsberg up ahead as Carlsberg goes around turn 1 as Chris exits turn 13. Ghost Pepper in 5th. He's not made a stop. He's got damage at the front, damage at the back. Seems to be coping with it though. And we've got Footy in 6th. Now Footy has made a stop. He's now got sight, having a good old sniff around the back end, desperately trying to get into that P6. So we'll jump on board with sight as we come around through the chicane onto the straight, then over the brow of the hill, and then it is down towards turn 7. They go into the braking zone. So I'm looking for a good exit out of turn 7 so he can get a little bit closer to Footy. Through turn 9, foot planted firmly on the noisy pedal all the way through into the entry of turn 10. This long sweeping right-hander touching the wheels on the curb on the left into turn 11, then 12, down the hill into turn 13, and Sai is definitely getting closer, isn't he? Another good exit is what's needed here, or as Footy gets himself up onto the muddy stuff. Oh, and again, maybe he's trying to kick a bit of dirt up, get it in Footy's view so he can't see where he's going. And Footy goes very deep into turn 1, just couldn't get that Porsche slowed down. And Sai says thank you very much and moves himself up into P6, and he's now chasing Ghost Pepper down. Now I'm not sure Sai will be aware that Ghost Pepper is carrying damage. Maybe he's had a call from his race engineer to tell him, look, get after him because he's got damage, he is struggling. And Ghost Pepper is now being lined up by Sai as they go into turn 7. Just take it nice and easy through here, Sai. Get into the slipstream. Oh, it's Ghost Pepper. Yeah, he really is struggling now. The aerodynamics on that Porsche are battered and bruised, and maybe he should have come into the pits a lot earlier, but yeah, you can see that Ghost Pepper's struggling as Sai just cruises on by into 5th. So good racing from Sai. Unlucky for Ghost Pepper. As I say, he is carrying damage, and you can see he's really struggling to keep that car actually on the tarmac. There's a big slide, and on there we go, the 360 pirouette, smoke everywhere. And I've got a feeling that Ghost Pepper has left the building. And he has. It looks like Ghost Pepper has left the buildings. That's unfortunate. But what that does mean is everybody moves up a place. And Racing Sim still out in front. Quite a gap now back to Jacala. So Racing Sim looks like he's got this one pretty much sewn up. Jacala in second again. There's a big gap then back to Carlsberg in third. So Jacala not under any kind of threat. Carlsberg, he's looking comfortable for a podium at the minute. Let's just have a look at the time, shall we? It is just after 21 minutes, so we are into the last 5 minutes. Carlsberg looking good for a podium. Chris in 4th, doing everything he can to catch up to the back of Carlsberg. Chris would desperately love to get up on the podium especially after the, race 1 wasn't very kind to him. And he's definitely getting closer, actually, from that shot there, because I think it was a few laps ago, wasn't it, that Carlsberg was into turn 1 as Chris came out of turn 13, so Chris is definitely gaining. Let's just have a look at the tyres. Well, that's why Carlsberg's tyres are about done. Chris, having made a stop on, put some new tyres on, so he has got the fresher rubber on that car. And it's starting to show now. Carlsberg probably feeling those tyres now. He is struggling for grip. And Chris senses it. Chris is going after him. And he wants to get himself on the podium, doesn't he? Let's just see what's happening elsewhere. Sai in 5th. He's managed to pull away from Footy. Footy in 6th. Then Gaz in 7th. Rossau in 8th. And Vane in 9th. After we lost one, didn't we? Ghost Pepper had to retire from the race. So Racing Sim pretty much got this one sewn up as we just coming up to the 23-minute mark. So another lap for Racing Sim after this one, I think. Jacala in 2nd. Carlsberg in 3rd, currently in 3rd. And I say currently because look how close Chris has got now. Chris on fresher tyres, having made a pit stop. Flash of the lights, I'm not sure that was anything there. It may be just when he presses down on the thumbstick on the controller. That does happen sometimes. The lights start flashing. Maybe Chris is flashing at Carlsberg saying, I'm coming for you. Move over, I'm on my way. So we're just going to stick with these. In fact, we'll go on board with Chris, shall we? We're just going to stick with these two through the next few turns, because it looks ever more likely that Chris is going to take that 3rd podium spot away from Carlsberg. Carlsberg will obviously do everything he can to hold on to it as they come through turn 9. And Chris getting ever closer and closer. Carlsberg struggling with those tyres now. Again, the race engineers may well have been on the blower to Chris to tell him to push, try and force a mistake out of Carlsberg. His tyres are shot it. Carlsberg goes defensive, takes the inner line. Oh, it all got a bit touchy-feely then, but they're both still facing the right direction, and they will carry on going. Carlsberg defending for everything he's got. Oh, and there we go. Chris having a look up the inside. No, couldn't quite get it done. Carlsberg sticking to his line. Chris is desperate for this P3, isn't he? He absolutely wants it. He knows it's there for the taking. And he's going to carry on pushing Carlsberg. Carlsberg has just got to hold on for this last lap. We are on the last lap. I'm just having a look where Racing Sim is. He's not quite near the finishing line. I'm just going to keep my eye on these two. Chris still pushing Carlsberg all the way down towards turn 7. In fact, we'll stay with these two and we'll just go back and have a look at the other guys crossing the line. This is fantastic stuff from Chris and Carlsberg. Carlsberg just a few more turns to hold on. Chris really putting the pressure on now as we come up through turn 9, heading towards turn 10. Chris can have a look on the inside. Come on, cameraman, bloody hell. Carlsberg has managed to hold on to that inside line. Chris has now pulled alongside. He's going the long way round. And he goes all the way around through turns 10 and 11. He's now on the inside as they start on down the hill towards turn 13. And Chris just gets his nose in front. Can he hold on to it? Carlsberg looking for the cutback. Where are they? There they are. It is going to be a dash to the finish. And Carlsberg and Chris side by side. Oh, what a fantastic finish. Chris just getting 3rd now. Let's just go back and we'll just see the other guys finish. What brilliant racing from them. You can just see that Gaz has finished in 7th, Rossau has finished in 8th, Vane has finished in 9th, Racing Sim across the line to take the win. Well done to him, well deserved as well. Fantastic from Racing Sim. Jacala, another podium finish for him, across the line in 2nd. And as we saw, what a fantastic battle between Chris and Carlsberg. Great racing between those two. Chris just manages to sneak ahead and take the podium spot, with Carlsberg coming in fourth. He's going to cross the line in fifth, with Footy in sixth. Fantastic racing from these guys. Next week, just while we're following and Footy across the line, let's have a look. We are going to be at the Red Bull Grand Prix circuit next week. So Austria being very unpredictable weather-wise, we look forward to that one to see what's going to happen. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed these races, please hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, then you would be doing me a massive favour if you could do so. And I will catch you all next time out. Thanks for watching.